Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha, and in today's video we will be discussing about that how the Rajya Sabha members are elected and how the counting of the votes take place. As recently we have seen that the members of the Rajya Sabha would be elected. So what is the process? Let us first look at the timeline. First we'll be looking at the news, then the counting of votes under Rajya Sabha and what is the election process, and in the end a prelims MCQ. This topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is polity section, and both the things, that is counting of votes and the election process, can be asked in the examination, be it prelims or mains. So let's begin. The news talks about how Rajya Sabha members are elected and the process of counting of votes. So first aspect is how are they elected, and the second aspect is the process of counting votes. So these two things we will be looking specifically. So let's get back to the basics. So if we will talk about the Indian parliamentary system, so whenever we say parliament, so parliament has president, it has Lok Sabha, it has Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is also known as the upper house of the parliament and Lok Sabha is known as the lower house. And we are a parliamentary democracy and we have got this procedure from the UK. So with regard to the parliamentary democracy, we have adopted this feature from the United Kingdom. So specifically we will today be looking into the upper house of the Indian Parliament, that is the Rajya Sabha. There is a huge difference between Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha about the how the election takes place, how the voting takes place, and what is the procedure followed. So the members who are elected in Lok Sabha are directly elected. They are elected by the people. But the people in the Rajya Sabha, they are not elected directly, they are indirectly elected by the, they are indirectly elected. So let's go into the detail. So the election for 56 seats of Rajya Sabha are scheduled to take place on 27 February. So we will be going in detail with regard to the Rajya Sabha. So let's see, if we talk about the Rajya Sabha election, then the tenure for the Rajya Sabha is for 6 years. See, Lok Sabha tenure is 5 years while Rajya Sabha tenure is 6 years. And if we talk about specifically the difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then Rajya Sabha is a permanent body. It is a permanent body because like the Lok Sabha, it does not get diluted. The dissolution of the Rajya Sabha does not take place. The tenure is for 6 years, but after every 2 years, 1/3 of the members gets elected. So 1/3 of the members moves out and the same number of members moves in. So because of this process, it is a permanent body which keeps on working. It is not like Lok Sabha, which after 5 years gets diluted. So Rajya Sabha is a permanent body. So the tenure of the Rajya Sabha is for 6 years and the elections are held after every 2 years. So after every 2 years, the elections are held for 33% of the seats. Now the election process of the Rajya Sabha. So if we talk about the Rajya Sabha, as Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the parliament. So if we talk about the article 80 of the Indian constitution, it says that the maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha, it can be 250. So members in the Rajya Sabha cannot go beyond the number 250. It is maximum is 250. So as of now, the numbers which are present, the members which are present within the Rajya Sabha is 245 members. And these 245 members represents both states and union territory. And union territory is specifically Delhi and Puducherry. Okay. So Rajya Sabha represents both states and UTs. So maximum strength is 250. This is with regard to the article 80 of the Indian constitution. As of now, the strength is 245 and this represents both states and union territories. and out of these 245, or you can say that out of these 250 members, 12 members are nominated by the president, and these 12 members who are nominated by the president, this is with regard to their good work in the field of art, literature, sports, science and social service. So with regard to the good work done by people in art, literature, sports, science and social service, the president can nominate 12 members to the Rajya Sabha. And if we talk about the candidates which go to the Rajya Sabha, so this is with regard to the population. So on the basis of the population, each state is allotted a certain number of candidates in the upper house. As for example, if we talk with regard to the population, then Uttar Pradesh has the highest population in India. So the number of members going from Uttar Pradesh is around 31, while if we look at the number of Goa, then the population is less. So the number of members going into the Rajya Sabha from Goa is 1. So this is with regard to the population. And the members of the state legislative assemblies choose Rajya Sabha members through an indirect election system through proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. So I'll explain to you this. So what happens, as the election of the Rajya Sabha is indirect. Indirect means that they are not elected by the people directly. Instead, the members which are elected in the state legislative assemblies, those members, they choose the members which will go into the Rajya Sabha. That is why it is indirect, because they are not directly elected by the people. So this is its indirect form of election. Okay, and this is through a proportional representation. Proportional representation means that the members which are coming and representing states or UTs, it has to be in proportion. And with regard to the population also, it should not be that certain population is getting more proportion and the others are less, or one state is getting more proportion and others are less. And this is with regard to the single transferable vote. Single transferable vote means that the voting is not done only on the basis of one person. So there is a full list, and on that list the person who's voting needs to give his or her preference. So preference level is given, and if the one person gets the desired numbers, then the second person comes onto the first level and the third person comes onto the second level. And this is how the transfer of vote takes place. So that is how it is: single transferable vote, proportion of representation, indirect election system. The members from the state legislative assembly choose the Rajya Sabha members. So this was about the election process. Now about the counting of votes, that how the votes are counted in the Rajya Sabha. So there are two aspects to it. First of all, if the election takes place only for one seat means, and the number of votes is known as quota. So one seat means total number of valid votes. So it is total number of valid votes upon number of seats vacant, so plus 1, and then overall plus 1. This is with regard to one seat. This is with regard to one seat. And the chairman, that is the Vice President of India, is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. So he looks into the aspect overall working of the Rajya Sabha. So this is with regard to one seat, only one seat. Now second aspect is for more than one seat. So if the counting of votes for more than one seat, then the formula becomes total number of valid votes into 100 upon number of seats vacant plus 1, and then overall plus 1. So this is the formula for more than one seat. So for both formula, for one seat and for more than one seat, the formula is different. This is for one seat and this is for more than one seat. Now special powers of Rajya Sabha, even though with regard to the federal nature of Indian polity, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha are equal, but in certain cases we have seen that Lok Sabha has more powers with regard to the Rajya Sabha, but there are few instances where Rajya Sabha also has special powers. So that is with regard to Article 249 of the Indian Constitution, which allows the Parliament to legislate on matters enumerated in the state list of the Rajya Sabha, passes a resolution by 2/3 majority. So with regard to the matters which are under the state list, Rajya Sabha also has power with regard to Article 249 of the Indian Constitution. Then comes the Article 312 of the Indian Constitution, which talks about the All India services. So Article 312, the Parliament is allowed to create an All India services which is common to Union and the state if the Rajya Sabha passes a requisite resolution. So the resolution can be passed by the Rajya Sabha. So the resolution has to pass by the Rajya Sabha for creation of the All India services under Article 312. And then Rajya Sabha alone can initiate a move for the removal of the Vice President. This is also a power because the Vice President is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. So these are special powers of Rajya Sabha. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. The composition of Rajya Sabha members are mentioned in Article 80 of Indian Constitution, Article 90, Article 85 or Article 95. We have discussed this in the video, so you should be able to tell the answer very easily. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.